Alright, this should be, God willing, hopefully I can get it all done. This will be the last video in this series. Destiny 1 playing through all the story missions. This is starting the Taken King. I know Shrine of Oryx. You sure you want to restart the activity? Yes. I know Shrine of Oryx is technically a vanilla mission, but in the list that I got offline, this is the order it's in. I guess they grouped it in with this, considering it kind of fits in with the whole story.
Listen to this, from an old warlock, Osiris.
Every end crawls from the same pit, rising from the schism to swallow matter, light, and life. It will not be stopped, but here it can be slowed. The shrines of Oryx must be destroyed.
There is a shrine here, but it's further in the Hellmouth than anywhere we've been. We should destroy it before it's too late.
One moment. Alright. Let me get some ammo in my sword here. Probably run the impossible machines, and then I can run superconductor. Hold on one second, let's just try this out real quick and see what that does to stats. We're good here. It changes it to scout rifle or what? Sidearm reloader. So we'll leave it on scout rifle, throw this on superconductor. There we go. What's up, Day? Not happening, buddy. I'm done with GTA for a while. Tomorrow's Destiny 2. Stream sniping me like that.
I'm picking up fallen activity. Heavier than normal. Something's got them worked up. I'll stay on it. The Fallen. They're invading the Hellmouth? If I translated these fallen comms correctly, one of their barons is here. They don't crawl out of their skiffs too often. Sounds like an opportunity. Got him. That's one less Baron to worry about. Let's find the shrine. These tunnels go on for miles. We'll never explore them all. I don't even want to know what they're keeping down there.
Didn't really have to kill those guys, but might as well. Practicing with some of these guns that I haven't used in quite some time. I think I have all the primaries from King's Fall. The only thing I'm missing is
Fallen are just as crazy as we are.
Scout, which I dismantled a long time ago. I will be switching amongst them as I play through the Taken King. I agree, Sirius. He's coming in here stream sniping me, trying to get me to go play GTA. I was on last night and he wasn't on. Just trying to finish up this Destiny 1.
Find a way through.
These Destiny 1 playthroughs. Hopefully tonight will be the last night I'll be able to finish up through the rest of the story. Tomorrow we'll just be in midnight on, I'll just do Destiny 2. Run out of super before I get to him. No, it's out tomorrow. I would be playing this if it was out tonight. It's tomorrow at midnight it comes out. Tuesday night, midnight, buddy. Oh, yeah, freezing. Game. Shitty right now. Sand cannon.
Let me out under the shrine. I'll look for a weakness. It's tethered to a power far beyond the edge of the system. If I just find a way to break the link. Let's just hope we don't get sucked into some trans-dimensional vortex. Weakened. Destroy it.
Nice. Like I said, tomorrow night, midnight, I'll be streaming.
We severed their connection. The shrine, it was communing with something out there. Their god or king. Well, not anymore. Whatever it is, it's still out there.
One mission down, about 20 or so more to go. Let's see, we gotta go. It's 9. 18. Well, we gotta go like 30 some missions actually. Let's see how far we get. Might have to skip a few. We'll see. Alright, the coming war. First of all, check this out. Last time I'll probably ever watch this.
Once I looked up at the stars. I was a guardian. I stood against the darkness. My eyes saw hope and a future full of light. 6 of you went down into the pit. You sought revenge for those I lost. You slew a god, Crota. With his last breath, he reached out across the night. And now, the night has answered. Oryx, Crota's father. He smells the blood of his son on your hands. We have slain his brood. We have murdered his son. And now the Taken King comes for us all.
I was so hyped when I saw this, when Taken King was new and it was coming out. Let me make sure that the audio for the game is loud enough. I had turned it down yesterday because I was having an issue hearing people. I was playing with it. Alright. Coming War on Phobos. Wrong planet. Because of the amount of missions I have to get through, I'm going to play them all on easy today on the stream. Alright, I'm not going to talk. Cutscene.
I was born the moment the Traveler died, as everything collapsed around us. Before that day, there had never been a ghost. There had never been a Guardian. I don't know much about the Traveler, but I know it made me to bring you back. And I spent a really, really long time searching for you. The Cosmodrome? Not the first place I looked. As I saw the other ghosts find their guardians, and the centuries went by, I wondered if I'd ever find you. And then, I did.
I remember everything about the day I was born. I still bear the scars. The Awoken are my family now. And I am their queen. We fought to keep our beautiful creation safe. And now this beast has come, claiming to be king. Mara Sav bows to no one. You and I know how this ends. We've known since you escaped from that pit. The Awoken have played their part. This was all part of the plan. Guide them, my hidden friend. It is all up to you now.
Could have used her help when the Cabal came looking to stomp on her front door. Too bad she took her. We lost her when she was taking out, trying to take out orcs. Ah,
You have seen his face. It was his hand that transformed the Cabal.
I have to
This mission
restart
is
the
scrubbed.
mission.
Guardian, get to your ship and get out of there.
I somehow I had it started already. I'm gonna have to restart the mission. Let's see, but I will skip the cutscene this time. Alright, coming war. Wait, why did? It's not giving me the option to. Alright, you know what we'll do? We'll set the difficulty harder. That ought to do it. And then I'll skip the cutscene. I believe it's a skippable cutscene. I hope so. I don't want to make you sit through that again. Maybe not. Okay, good. Good.
Guardian, this is Commander Zavala. The Cabal base on Phobos is blasting a signal across all channels. They're willing to break transmission circuits. This could be a prelude to a full-scale assault.
We're setting down on Phobos now.
I'll be monitoring your feed, Ghost. Good luck to you both.
I'm gonna switch out my primary weapon real quick before start tangling with these fools. Let's throw on that. And let's get some heavy. There.
Zavala, the Cabal are evacuating with extreme prejudice. They're getting torn up down here. Skyburner's regiment. Dead, obviously. There are no other Guardians here. I wonder who put them down.
Something has drawn us here. I can feel it.
Guardian, I've asked Eris Morn to monitor the channel. What the hell was that?
Fingertips on the surface of my mind.
Yes. Thank you for your input, Eris.
This membrane is attempting to form a bridge between dimensions, but I think it requires a living host.
Seems to be you. Seems to be you too.
Whispers are louder. I will endure.
You guys are getting
They speak a word. A name. He is here.
Give your will to me!
Seen his face. It was his hand that transformed the Cabal.
This mission is scrubbed. Guardian, get to your ship and get out of there.
Oh.
This matches an image I collected from the world's grave. A dreadnought. They don't exist in our system. I'll mark it for transmit to the Vanguard. Hope we get a signal.
The bases are lost. We have reports of these taken across the system. Go! Get out!
Our ship's landing across the airfield. Hurry! almost there.
Get the hell out of here!
Zavala, we made it to our ship. We're heading home.
Well, that was fun.
Turns out Crota does have a father. His name is Oryx, and he's come all this way to kill you. We're not gonna let him. Oryx controls the Taken from a dreadnought near Saturn, but we can't get close without a stealth drive. Lucky for us, I hid one at the top of an old colony ship before I got roped into the Vanguard.
How do you know it's still there?
You better hope it's there. You won't survive the dreadnought without it.
It up a little bit. And some Nerwin's Mercy. I remember taking Kane going into the raid with Nerwin's Mercy. We gotta hit this button percent if we can. Minimum left. It was a beast of a gun when it was doing.
Cade, we've got a real problem down here.
Let me guess. 4 arms, wear cloaks, smell real bad.
Not fallen. Taken.
Thought we'd have more time.
I reload though.
How bad is it?
But I can.
Taken everywhere. Fighting the Fallen.
Earth's gonna look a lot like Phobos if you don't find that stealth drive. Okay, you're gonna find a vault door. There's a trick to getting through it, so let me know when you're there.
The door's already open, Cade. We're inside.
And the flux grenades didn't detonate? I gotta get out of this tower.
What are the chances the elevator still works? We're heading up. Cade, when's the last time you rode this elevator?
Relax. It works fine. But stand by for a resurrection, Ghost.
Probably hundreds of years old. Sure, it's safe.
From this height, I can pick up taken energy reads throughout the Cosmodrome. You know I was here, looking for you, when the first Fallen crews came through. It started with one skiff. A few months later, the Cosmodrome was theirs. The Taken have done it in hours. How do we find your stealth drive?
There's a bridge from the tower to the ship. Took me days to get it working. It's a little unstable, so watch your step.
Cade, someone moved the bridge, destroyed the controls.
Yeah, that's the Fallen. Probably trying to get the Taken off their backs. See if you can reroute the power.
There's still an active feed moving through those pipes overhead. Guardian, if you find the source, I can patch the circuit.
Once you get the bridge working, my stash is in the ball on top of the colony ship.
We're still waiting for details on this plan of yours, Cade.
Yeah. Give me a second, Guardian. All right, back in business. Hey, the bridge is already moving. I get to the top of the colony ship where I left my stash, and watch yourself on that bridge.
That's awesome.
Any advice on which way to go?
Yeah. Oh.
No! Oh, almost! You almost got me, you son of a gun. Ooh.
Don't look down.
what Crota began, I complete. My will conquers all.
Try fighting him with the sword. I think it'd work out and switch it up to something else. Shade appears, so I can use some super on it. Take it.
Things seem pretty mad. Oryx must still be holding a grudge for us. You know, killing Crota.
Things won't get any easier on the Dreadnought. You find my stealth drive?
Are you sure it's still here?
It's like all things. You gotta know where to look. Enter frequency 5982, Ghost.
There it is.
There it is.
The best hiding places are always in plain sight. Transmat it out of there. I'll get it set up. Just do me a favor. If you find anything else I've hidden, leave it for me. There'll be treasure enough for everyone on the Dreadnought.
Maintenance pending. Requesting visual confirmation.
Yep, that's the last one. Port side.
Confirmed.
Interest in tech, Cade? Isn't this Eris Morn ship?
Is it? Huh. You know, you're a true artist. Can't even see the join.
Cute. But Zavala's got sign-off on all launches. Need a log while I'm letting it go.
Stargazing tour? Okay. How about an unsanctioned op, using modified stealth tech, to infiltrate a dreadnought above Saturn's rings, so we can knock out its weapons, create a transmat zone, and send in the cavalry?
How about test flight? It'll be waiting for you when you're ready.
Me? Oh, I'm not flying that thing.
It only took one blast from the Dreadnought.
When you're through, it'll never fire again. Just don't forget to plant the transmat link so other Guardians can land. Not everybody's got stealth tech, and a ship that smells like Hive. Good luck, Guardian.
Activating stealth drive. I'm picking up fluctuations in the power conduit.
Oh, relax. I modified the tech myself. Probably just Saturn's radio storms running interference.
It's malfunctioning.
Did you break my stealth drive?
You think they can see us? I think they can see us!
What happened? Everything all right?
Why wouldn't we be all right? We're just stuck here with no ship and no transmat zone.
Great. Told you my stealth drive would work.
That's what you call working. So much for Eris's ship.
All right. I'd like to tell you the strength of the city is behind you, but as long as that Dreadnought's still firing, we can't risk reinforcements. Head inside, see if you can find whatever's powering that weapon.
Same thing we saw right before Phobos fell apart. Might be some kind of probe. Expect trouble.
The bridge across just vanished.
Give me a second. I'll check with Eris. Yeah, she says it's probably just a resonance spell, whatever that is, so just don't trust anything. Any luck with the weapon?
We've only scratched the surface of the Dreadnought.
Hive keep vital operations deep in the core of their architecture. You're gonna have to get your hands dirty.
That energy powers the weapon. Cade, what do we do?
Okay, hold on. Eris is going on about breaking the necrotic... Ah, just shoot it.
Ah, there's a shield up. Let me take it down for you. Okay, it's down. But I'm picking up other channels to the weapon.
Find them. It won't stop firing until you shut them all down.
The weapon's cycling down. Let's find another channel. Weapons down! Cait, what's our next move?
We need that transmat zone up and running. There's a massive hull breach near your position. That'll be your best bet.
Oh, they just really dropped a lot of ammo, those guys, didn't they? It's almost like the game is saying here you're gonna be dealing with a bunch of crap any second, so.
Cabal ship. Skyburner's colors. Must have deployed from Phobos.
Cabal? We'll deal with them later. Secure that transmat zone.
Activating transmat link. Our ship is inbound.
Hey, Zavala. Want to know what a transmat zone on the Dreadnought looks like?
You landed a Guardian on the Dreadnought without authorization?
Oh, right. Can I have authorization?
We'll discuss it later. Guardian, take care of that tank, or the transmat zone won't matter.
I'll bring down some ammo crates from the ship. You're going to need them.
Oh! That was close.
Guardian, Cayde just briefed us on your unorthodox mission. Your victory, no matter the method, is a Vanguard victory. You have our thanks.
Everyone loves a bad idea when it works. Now, excuse me, Guardian, I have to go have an uncomfortable conversation with Eris about her ship. Get home safe.
That's another one down. We do the Sunless Cell Strike next. I think we're going to conclude the Taken King at Side, where you fight Oryx. I don't think that I am going to go forth and wait, strike. It's over. Yep, Sunless. I'll do it on the 320 with other peeps. Need a sniper on this one. It's on this list, and I haven't done them yet. Got a lot of the Taken War in here, like some strikes and some missions. But I think I'm going to skip all that. I'm just going to do this up to Regicide. There's a couple more of the main story missions to Taken King, leading up to the end where you fight Oryx. And then I'm going to do, there's 10 Rise of Iron missions. I'm going to do that.
Some creatures of the Hive strain against the will of Oryx. Alak-Hul, the Darkblade, is one such. Long ago he fomented rebellion against the king, and attempted to take his mantle. Alak-Hul failed, and now awaits the mercy of the Hive. Given the chance, the Darkblade will step in to take Oryx's crown. We must not allow another prince to rise.
This one's already started. I'll try to get one that's from the beginning.
Some creatures of the Hive strain against the will of Oryx. Alak-Hul, the Darkblade, is one such. Long ago he fomented rebellion against the king, and attempted to take his mantle. Alak-Hul failed, and now awaits the mercy of the Hive. Given the chance, the Darkblade will step in to take Oryx's crown. We must not allow another prince to rise.
Okay, I guess he really wants me to help these guys. Guys or guy? One guy. Alright. Whatever. We didn't miss much. I mean, there was a room back there to fight through. We flew down onto the Dreadnought and then we fought in this room. There was the dudes to fight. Little puzzle to solve to unlock the door. That's about it. That exploding barrel next to me got exploded. Yep, bro. That's a lot of prisoners.
We're on the right track. Alakul's energy marker is getting stronger.
Find the Dark Blade. Finish this.
Going well.
Then you do not know what you face.
She's trying to be all like, you
the
shall not
Dark
pass.
Blade is
Like,
formidable.
no, I will pass.
And left unchecked, a worthy successor to lead the Hive. Dawn has not come. It hasn't been dark enough yet.
That's very encouraging. You first.
Alakhul, he is hunting you.
my god, I died. That's awesome. Killed myself with my own grenade. That was funny.
May his dark soul go screaming into the pit between the stars. The pretender to the crown is dead. Know this, Guardian. Alakhul was there when we went down into the pit. What you have done in their names. Toland, Sai Mota, Omar, Ariana III, Vel Tarlo.
Little Campos was in there for a while, I guess. Alright. Enemy of my enemy. Change things up a bit again.
Oryx could be anywhere on the Dreadnought. With time, we could find him, but we don't have time. The Cabal have been there long enough to have real field intelligence. The path to Oryx lies on their ship.
Interesting thing about, well, we'll talk after Cade or Zavala, whoever talks.
Cabal are still holding out. Multiple survivors.
Survival is a temporary condition. Cut through them, then get inside their ship.
This hand cannon, the devil you know, this was the first ever exotic. Obviously, this is not the
Who fights this hard to protect a crashed ship?
That's not a crash site, it's a beachhead. Only way those doors will open is to send reinforcements. Draw them out.
But this is the first legendary I ever got in the game. explosive rounds back on.
I think you got their attention.
I thought you'd go away.
With those doors opening, fight through it.
Oh yeah, this guy. I forgot all about you. Man, that is bright.
Zavala, we're in. What's next?
Cabal protocol is to detonate any ship that crashes. If they haven't after all this time, it must be a base of operations. They're looking for something on the Dreadnought. See what they know about Oryx.
Oh, nice. There's a terminal nearby. It should have the info we're looking for. The Cabal have located Oryx. He's protected in the center of the Dreadnought, reachable only through something they call a rupture.
Must be some kind of portal. Have the Cabal found one?
They've got a team heading for it right now.
Then I suggest you get there first.
We found the Cabal team headed for the rupture. They're outnumbered by Taken.
Forget what they say about the enemy of my enemy. Something stands between you and the rupture, put it down.
last much longer. Oryx just recruited a Centurion.
Let him take all he wants. He won't be around long enough for it to matter.
That must be the rupture.
Eris, what's their next move?
Toland spoke of statues the Hive use to navigate ruptures.
We'll look for them.
That's right, he wants me to go to a specific statue for the first one. I forgot.
I'll see if it's still active.
It's linked to the rupture, but I can't understand how the Hive control it. Let's try another statue.
Yes, the statues control where the rupture leads. They could deliver us to Oryx.
It's dead, but something's happening at the rupture.
The rupture's opening.
The Thrall will smother your light. Do not underestimate them as Tarlo did.
Oh, yes. I never thought I'd use the Bloodstone and the Crossbow on Crota, but seeing that, I thought he may have been.
Forget about the thrall. Get through that rupture.
I don't think we're going that way.
Then it's true. Only the Ascendant can will a rupture to open.
There's something Ascendant passing through right now.
Oh, I forgot he brings my light up. Better run.
The rupture is closed.
It will only open for Ascendant Hive.
Then how do we reach Oryx?
Become your enemy. Become Ascendant.
We'll sort this out, Guardian. Head back to the tower when you can.
Alright. I'll be right back. The next mission is Lost to Light. Matter of fact, I'll let it load while I step away for a second. Let's run some First Curse on this one, huh? How's that sound? There. I haven't used the First Curse in God knows how long. Alright. Be right back.
Began with Crota. But Crota was only a servant of his father, sent to extinguish the last of the light. The great battle fought for the soul of our world ended in slaughter. The sun was dead, and we invited the wrath of Oryx, destroyer of light, taker of will. Only Ascendant Hive move between ruptures. To reach Oryx, you must walk in the dying footsteps of his son. You must become Ascendant.
Hold fast to Toland's journal. It saw me through my time in the dark.
Hold fast to your gun, Guardian. You're headed back to the chamber where they held Crota's soul.
Alrighty. Lost to Light. If this is the one I'm thinking it is, I'm gonna go down to the raid. Crota's in raid area. I'm thinking it's so cool. Did that. And this thing hits like a truck.
Alright, here's what needs to happen. We have to steal a chunk of Hive crystal that's still got a trace of Crota's soul, so you can pass through an interdimensional portal on the Dreadnought and kill Oryx. Anything else, Paris?
It must be done before Oryx turns his scrying eye to this realm.
Good luck, Guardian.
I hope they bring this back, maybe modify it a little bit. Give you a better bonus for being accurate with it than what it is. Oh, no, right, okay.
Toland's journal contains an impressive amount of data. I should probably read it. Done. Some of this stuff is fascinating.
The Dreadnought shields the Hive from the Traveler's light. Were we to pass through its deepest layers, our light would be as a dying sun.
I don't think Toland was much fun at parties.
If the thralls still feed, Crota's essence must endure.
Who wants some? Who wants a little? That's what I'm gonna have to use. I've got to get my Zalo Supercell going before we finish up this station. Should be in the vault. Oh. Okay. Hey, fella. Easy there, fella. Oh, there, big fella. Sit down.
It's gone. I think Oryx just took an ogre.
Not even Oryx can control an ogre. Unless it's taken. Now quickly, I need a shard of that crystal.
We've got it.
I knew it could be done. And does it still hold the whisper of Crota's soul?
According to my analysis, it's empty.
No matter. Return to me, Guardian, and we will destroy.
Guardian, we're losing you. Guardian, can you hear me?
Eris? Cade? I think we've lost them. Something's blocking our signal and our transmit.
Infection. Your light dies here.
Oh.
There's too many of them.
We're going.
Run!
Eris, Cade, can you hear us? Still no connection. This must be how the Hive trapped Eris.
The Taken have locked us in. Let me check it out. Remind me to make copies of this journal. They've warded it with 2 locks this time.
We're going to lose him, just like Ariana.
That's Eris. The connection is getting stronger. Three locks. Well, you can't say they aren't trying.
Dicey.
Guardian, get out of that pit. We must have that crystal or we'll never reach Oryx.
Guardian, is that you?
Thank God.
We made it out.
I made it.
Then the Taken King will fall. Bring me his dead son's crystal.
That's how Eris says she appreciates your sacrifice. Glad you're still alive.
Okay, sure that Zalo Supercell is at the tower, so I am going to the tower to get it, because that sounds like a fun time to me. Won't really need it for the next mission, but I don't know, we'll see if I'm going to use it for the next one or not. Probably not. I'll use it on Regicide and on Last Rites, though, probably. Wait. No, I will use it on Promethean Code Last Rites. I may not use it on. Two of these into the vault to make room, probably. Let's throw another one Mercy in there. Not enough space, man. I get too much stuff. What was I gonna grab? Zalo Supercell. Where ye be, Zalo? Darn it, it's on a character, isn't it? Yes, it is. I suppose... No. I want to use Zalo. So I'm going to switch characters quickly and grab Zalo. I know which character it'll be on. I know which character it should be on, I should say. Damn it, Bungie, you couldn't just make a new app, you had to replace the old app. Only I had my laptop set up right now in front of me with DIM. I wouldn't have to worry about it. There it is, Zalo. That's what we're after. Anything else on this guy? Nothing of consequence that I would like to use for this playthrough. Alright, do we, the old Monte Carlo. You know what? I may want to play with Monte Carlo at some point too, so maybe something else. Let's be quick about this. This junk, and this junk, and this junk. And you can have that, and that. I'm not going to use Seros Regime. Just not gonna do it. Hard Light was another one that I always kind of likeness to that, like a like for that gun. I always liked that gun. I wished it was better than what it was. It's cool looking. It sounds cool. It does some pretty decent damage, not great damage, but decent damage. The whole ricocheting rounds thing is more of a novelty than anything else, but still, I like the gun. I took this out, I don't know why, it's not good for anything but in the raid. I guess we'll throw this back in the vault and get, to make room for some other things. Probably throw Devil You Know back in now that we messed with it. Just keep rotating weapons in and out. Not only saying goodbye to the game, saying goodbye to all my loot. Won't be carrying over to Destiny 2. Oh, excuse me. Alright, let's wrap this up. Let's throw... Let's hope inventory management is a little easier in Destiny 2. Let's hope they've kind of simplified that whole process. And... no. I don't think there's anything else. I want to mess with Thorn at all? Why not? One mission just for old sake, old time's sake. So here's what we'll do. We will do Thorn on this mission. And no, I know what mission I want to do Thorn on. Let's do... Alright, we'll do Monte Carlo right now. We will do Thorn on the next mission, and then we'll do Zalo when we go to fight Oryx. Even though it doesn't have Willow Light on it, so it's not going to be doing extra damage still. It should put in a pretty good amount of damage. Alright, Promethean Code. Where are you at? Let's see, it's got to be a... Those are Taken King. It's going to be, or those were Rise of Iron missions. So here we go, Promethean Code. Boom.
Stealing from Rasputin. You are entering a world you do not understand.
Oh, don't worry about her, Guardian. She's still mad about what you did to her ship. But we need cloaking tech to slip past the Taken, and the Warmind bunker's got the code we need.
After all this time, how can we be sure Rasputin has the code?
I already stole it once. Used my last copy making that stealth drive you blew up. It was getting old anyway.
I haven't had much luck breaching Rasputin's security.
You got the same bypass frequency that got me inside.
He will protect his domain.
More interdimensional goo. The Taken are here.
What? Not possible. We sealed the complex after the Omnigul breach.
Cade, look at this.
Oh, that does look bad. Okay, so if you see him, just shoot him. How did they even get in there?
The Taken are not bound by terrestrial constraints.
Yeah, I'll bet they'll be constrained by terrestrial bullets.
Cal rounds. Alright. Now work on the Taken. I just didn't notice.
Taken can track us so easily. Oryx really does hate us.
Which is exactly why we're here. We need those cloaking codes.
This was the first station to come back online after the collapse. Shortly after that, Rasputin regained control over the entire facility. But it all started here. Maybe Rasputin didn't wake himself?
See what you can pull out of Rasputin. Well, there's a joke there somewhere.
These crypto systems follow no logic I understand. I'm not sure if it can be modified to work on a Guardian.
Where do you think Blade Dancers got their cloaking ability?
If the Vanguard are satisfied, we can finally end this. Return to the moon. Steal Crota's soul.
I'm gonna returning back to the moon. We're fighting the Hive. Might as well equip Thorn. That's where we got Thorn originally anyway. Last rites. Rise of Iron. We're gonna skip over the rest of that stuff. I don't want it to be a 6-hour stream. I think 4 hours is enough. I'm gonna save the big stream for tomorrow. Just ain't too long.
Okay, you've got the crystal. All you have to do now is fill it with Crota's soul. The Hive are in the middle of some kind of funeral, so...
Not a funeral. A death ceremony. Crota's essence is being prepared for the next realm.
Right. So when you get to this funeral, Oryx will be watching close. Use Rasputin's cloak to slip past the Taken. Find Crota's soul, wrap it up, and get out.
Where exactly are we headed?
When the Death Singers begin their song, you'll know we are close.
What she's trying to say is that she doesn't know. Don't worry, I'll keep my ear to the ground.
And I will try not to step on his head.
Stay out of sight. We need you back alive. You have the frequency, Ghost?
And your modifications. We'll be ready.
Then move quietly and unseen, like death.
Isn't that a pleasant thought?
Let's hope this works. Cloaking. I can't see you. Can you see me?
Oh god, I forgot.
Keep your distance. They can't see you,
Oh,
but they
no.
can still smell you. Eris can replace her ship. We can't replace you.
Cross the chasm, enter
No!
their world.
I'm dead. I failed already. No! Alright. Let's try that again.
Let's hope this works. Cloaking. I can't see you. Can you see me?
I forgot we had to be all stealthy. I didn't forget it, but I...
Keep your
forgot just
distance.
how stealthy.
They can't see you, but they can still smell you. Eris can replace her ship. We can't replace you.
Cross the chasm, enter their world.
A Tumask. Careful. We've still got to avoid them. I hope they can't see this thing. They heard that.
The Death Singers. They are preparing Crota's soul for the next realm. Follow their cry. It was just as this when I walked in the dark. Their wretched songs in the wind as Ariana fell. Reach Crota's tomb and take what remains of his soul.
There are a lot of tombs here. How do we find Crota's?
You know it when you see it.
think we found it.
Now, let the crystal drink deep from Crota's death essence.
It's working. How much do we need to pass as an Ascendant Hive?
Only a taste, but steal all you can.
Something's wrong. We're exposed. Lock for transmat. Get out of there. We must have Crota's soul. They've got enough. Lock for transmat, Ghost. I can't. Everything is corrupted. I can't connect. Stay alive. We've got to make it back.
Guardian! Come! We need...
God.
It was the best I could do with so little time.
You pulled us out.
One of Toland's tricks. There is nothing I fear more than the dark, but I will not lose another Guardian. You've imprisoned the last whisper of Crota's soul. It is left to you now. Find Oryx on the Dreadnought. Destroy him.
This is it. This is the end of the Taken King here.
All this was set in motion long ago. He calls out, and the darkness answers.
Okay. Creepy sidekick? Check. Roguish commander? Check. And then we have the Guardian, my greatest success story. I'd say we're ready to get this done.
Push back the dark. End it.
She's right, Guardian. There's no doubt in my mind this could possibly work. Now, get to that rupture.
Okay, that's where the rupture should be.
Get it open. Once you're through, send your coordinates. We'll lock down your signal and deploy reinforcements.
Rupture can sense the soul you hold. You are Ascendant. The Rupture can...
We're going to have to finish this on our own. My scans are returning nothing. We're definitely somewhere, but no sign of Oryx. Well, now we know we have his attention. Bye, Oryx.
Last hope of the light. I have taken entire worlds. You are not worthy to face me.
Huh. Well, I guess we're worthy now.
Come for me, Warrior of Light. I will finish what Crota began.
verge, buddy. Us. I should have had him right there. All over the place. All over. I don't have bad aim, I just did that for dramatic effect. What happened right there? It's my story and I'm sticking to it. Die! Dickweed back.
My queen. You were right. The Guardian was the key. For the first time, the whispers are silent. It is done. I have accepted my fate. I will not fail.
Alright. That concludes the Taken King. So, time for a wardrobe change. You know what? We're not going to go right into the raid gear. Let's throw on... Where am I? I'll have to go to the tower and check for those. Do it like that for now. We will wear our Iron Lord armor. Where are my Iron Lord? tower. We don't have anything on us that we need. We're gonna run. No, we don't run that with that. Run with that. No, it's ugly. I know what I need. Alright. Me. Let's just set course for the tower, because that is definitely the stuff. And then my Iron Lord gauntlets. We're going solar. What else? Need some primaries. We don't have any primaries for the Rise of Iron on us. We have to get all the primaries. All of them. Now would be a good time if you have to want to skip forward in the video, or you want to go take a bathroom break, get a snack. First, let's get the gauntlets. Oh yeah, 5 mana exposed bond. Not enough space. Let's throw that in there. No. Throw that in there. Ah. These are the ones. Days of Iron, increased hand cannon, those are the ones. Alright. Get rid of all of our Fruitizend, Crapola. Played with cannot transfer space. Awesome. Already have all of the, so let's see. Wow, this is annoying. It's gonna be like a whole process here. Swapping these out. I apologize to anyone who watches this part and skip forward at all. Maybe I'll have to leave an annotation in the comments or something as to timestamp when I'm done with this part. You can skip forward to. Yeah, we might play with some Zenri at some point. Pull it out just for fun. Just need to, oh wait, where? Okay. I'm guessing if I have any other ones, they're on other characters. Probably. Let's just throw... no space, so okay, whatever, that could stay nice. Now, we'll do that. I need to make room for a shader because I know what shader I want to go grab. Let's get rid of shimmer for now. It's the shader that you get for collecting all 50 calcified fragments in the Taken King. Can't think of a name of it at the moment, but that is the shader I want to wear with this armor.
Our enemy's down.
I wear this armor for like half of the... This is emblems, isn't it? This is. I wear the shader for like half of the Rise of Iron missions, and then we will switch to... That's it. To all Siva armor. There we go. I like that. I feel like that's good. At least I'm fairly certain that is the way yeah, it is.
Pull yourself together, Eva. Start again.
Alright.
Yeah.
Let's go get some stuff done.
But you can't get peace without a leader.
Let's get into this. It's got an odd way that it has us doing this. I'm not going to do it the way it wants us to. I'm going to go to this one.
In the years after the collapse, the world had no guardians. It had only Iron Lords. Immortal, fearless, we fought to protect the survivors of a once great age. Our battle was about more than crawling back from the shadows. The Iron Lords would give humanity back its future. Some know the legend, but no one truly knows how the Iron Lords died their final deaths. That was something you had to be there for, to witness, to remember, to know even heroes can die, and survival is not always a victory. Now I am the lone sentry, and my watch is eternal, waiting for the day when whatever we disturbed awakens. The Iron Lords are gone, but our fight is far from over.
The House of Devils is back, and they're digging into old Golden Age research labs all across the system. This isn't a simple smash and grab. They're on a mission. At first, the Vanguard wasn't particularly concerned. At least, not until the Devils decided to move back into the Cosmodrome. Now the Devils are shifting a massive amount of resources to an area nearby that's been dark for centuries. Normally, I'd say it's just another day. Except, what's really got everyone talking is that Lord Saladin has left his post at the Iron Banner to take charge of the situation personally. Only rather than go straight to the Cosmodrome, Saladin wants us to investigate an abandoned observatory in the mountains. Very strange.
A group of Fallen has captured Fellwinter Peak. My team and I are en route, but we won't get there in time. I need you to secure the observatory at the top. It is imperative the Fallen do not establish a foothold on that mountain. If the Fallen are working their way up the mountain, their goal is to take Vostok Observatory.
What would the Fallen want in an abandoned outpost?
Things better left buried. There is a gondola near your location. Take it up to the observatory.
Whoa, this hasn't been activated for more than 400 years. With this sort of reception, it might be a touch ambitious to think we can secure the entire observatory.
There's a courtyard in the rear of the facility. If you can secure that, you should be able to keep them from the Iron Temple until we arrive.
Wait, Iron Temple? Like Iron Banner? Iron Lords?
Stay focused. There's too much at stake.
Watch out! I think there's more of them. like this little metal box anymore. Can't take another hit like that. Jump! I don't understand. If there's something so important up there, why wasn't the Vanguard protecting the temple all these years?
This place and its secrets are my responsibility.
You know, this is more than a few fallen. Just for the record.
We cannot afford even one to claim what lies on that mountain.
Be careful. Picking something up nearby. Servitor! Sepix Prime? It's supposed to be dead. And there's something odd in the energy signature. It's not fallen, but it's regenerating.
Did you say it's regenerating? Kill Sepix Guardian. Kill it now! If that's what I think it is, the temple doors will not be strong enough to hold it back. You must destroy it before that happens. Do not let Sepix enter that temple.
detecting reinforcements approaching your coordinates. Must hold the mountain, Guardian.
All this trouble to break into an old temple?
Even old wolves still bite. Shiro, what's your status?
Circling around to make sure the area is clear. Be there in a sec.
Well done, Guardian. The temple is secure. Now we can...
Shiro, get a lock on it.
I just picked up... Wait. Multiple impacts near the wall in Sector 17.
They're attacking the sensor grid. They must know where Siva is. Guardian, go to the Cosmodrome immediately. If Sepix escapes, the Fallen won't be our only problem.
Alright, switch it up a bit. You know what? Let's go with the rocket and alright. The walls come down.
Lord Saladin, you said the Fallen knew about Siva, but I can't find a reference to Siva in the Vanguard database.
That's because I went to great lengths to lock it away. The records are in the Iron Temple.
Okay, but if the Fallen already know about Siva, then shouldn't we?
What you need to do now is track Sepix. If we find him, we will know the extent of the corruption.
Okay, I don't know which scares me more, the giant ketch, or whatever took a bite out of the wall.
Guardian, it's Shiro. You're gonna need some cover. Make for the Cosmodrome.
need to get through that wall.
With most of the Kells gone, getting a force this large to work together is almost impossible. Saladin, you mentioned a sensor grid. Can we use that to tell how far this occupation extends?
The Fallen are irrelevant, Shiro. The only thing that matters now is finding Sepix.
Die.
Lots of Fallen, but still no sign of Sepix. What is that pattern over there? Can we take a closer look? I'm picking up some strange readings. It's like what was on Sepix, but if I didn't know any better, I'd say this stuff is consuming everything around it.
That is Siva. With the proper direction, it could create anything a civilization would need. At least in theory.
Hive?
The Hive tend to keep to the dark. Something is driving them into the open.
Just lost all readings from the sensor grid. There's a monitoring station near your location. Hook into it and try to get the grid back online.
No problem. There's not enough left of the sensor grid to fix. Wait. We can pull the logs from the monitoring station. Would that be enough to figure out what these Fallen are up to?
Do it.
Something weird incoming. These Fallen are different. They're augmented with some sort of technology, like Sepix.
Augmented or not, we need that sensor data.
There's more of these machine Fallen inside. I've got everything I could out of the sensor logs.
Nice job, Guardian. But we still have to deal with Sepiks.
We no longer need the servitor, Shiro. I've seen enough to know the Fallen have restarted production of Siva. Guardian, we've established a base at the Iron Temple. Join us here. The Iron Lords believed we could contain Siva by destroying the chamber where it was produced. These Fallen must have restarted the process. We need to get back into the chamber and cut off the flow of Siva at the source.
I think we need to focus on what we know. The Fallen have occupied a military bunker in the Plague Lands. We won't get any reinforcements in that area until the Fallen's artillery is taken out.
The Fallen are a symptom. Siva is the disease.
All right. Vanguard reinforcements are standing by. But until those guns are down, they can't leave the hangar. I need you to shut them down.
Understood.
Guardian, there's a dead Vandal near you. Can you give me a scan?
He's fallen, basically, but armor is enhanced. Weapons have been modified. Cybernetic enhancements.
Most Fallen houses have a sect dedicated to this sort of thing. They're called Splicers. They're like body hackers, bioengineers.
The Fallen have done some remodeling.
They're taking the metal for something big. Hope they're not using it to toughen up those gun emplacements.
It is worse than I feared. The Splicers are not only using Siva to transform this place, they are using its technology to transform themselves. You said yourself reinforcements will be useless until the guns are down. Besides, they will not be prepared for what they'll find.
I thought Siva was technology, but this, it's like something alive, growing, out of control.
These devil splicers are using Siva, but they cannot control it. They are like children with a new toy.
I don't know of any toys that eat Russian industrial complexes.
Those guns were destroyed during the collapse. How did the Fallen...
It's not the Fallen.
Maybe it's not, but the Fallen are the ones pulling the triggers out here. The Vanguard wants them taken down, we take them down.
It's getting worse the farther we get in. I wonder if we can even reach the Siva chamber. Detecting a high concentration of Siva shielding the gun emplacements.
Even Siva-enhanced shields would require an energy source.
But be careful. There's something familiar about all this.
Right. Destroy the familiar generators, and then take down Shiro's zombie guns.
That was nice. Got the window.
Shield power levels are dropping. That's it. Shield is collapsing. You should be clear.
Guns are upstairs. Take them out. If I didn't know better, I'd say the splicers were creating a beachhead. Something of this scale could be used against the city.
So, those destroyed guns? Siva undestroyed them.
Undestroyed?
Look for a central Siva node inside those emplacements. Destroy that, and it will break the Fallen's hold on the gun.
Get ready. Fallen are sending in reinforcements.
Keep it going. Air support is standing by, but they can't do much while those guns are still up. Great job. Hawks are inbound. Just hold the area until they get there.
Shiro, I'm pretty sure that air support isn't going to get here in time.
Saladin. It's directing the corruption to resurrect the guns.
It's working.
Centuries passed and I have learned nothing. Shiro, can your forces secure that area?
We'll do our best.
Try. I need the Guardian to return to the temple. If we are to avoid the mistakes which led us here, he and I must speak about the fall of the Iron Lords.
This may not make sense to you, but it took your fight to remind me that immortality is not the same as invincibility.
I don't understand.
When the ghosts first found us, those who were chosen were blessed with power, but not wisdom. The Iron Lords came together in search of a solution to mankind's struggles. Instead, we found Siva. We dreamt of using Siva to build starships, colonies. We would become what the Traveler always believed we could be.
But something happened.
Siva had been lost to time. When Temur tracked it to the Cosmodrome, we thought our quest was finally over. Siva would be ours for the taking. Rasputin responded. More than 100 Iron Lords entered the Plague Lands. Only 9 reached the replication chamber. But since we were chosen by the Traveler and our cause was just, we were certain the day would be ours. Until Siva took control. It infected our weapons, our armor. The corruption puppeted us against one another. In the end, Yolder sealed the chamber with the Iron Lords inside, rather than let Siva escape. The battle was won. Heroes died. And our mistakes stayed here.
But Rasputin survived.
This is not Rasputin. But neither is it something I know how to fight. They are using Siva in ways we never even imagined.
How would the Fallen have learned more about Siva than the Iron Lords? Or better yet, where did they learn?
They haven't mastered Siva yet. This is all still new to them. See Tyra. She studied Siva's origins. If there's a way to track the Fallen's discoveries, she will know where to look.
So there's only a handful of missions left, so I think I'm gonna execute a wardrobe change again. Bring out all the Siva armor. Got about 5, 6 missions left. Couple strikes and couple missions.
Shiro's report suggests the Splicers' control of Siva was improved. Worrisome. During the Dark Age, Lord Sillipede.
Well, that only took forever.
I am authorized to transmit and receive bounties from the tower.
Alright. Let's go with those 3. And let's switch to our Siva armor.
Bounty C-1321 is no longer available.
Fallen machines joined with Siva.
What's next for you, Lord Guardian? We're grateful for the help. In searching for more information on Siva, I discovered some recent unexplained phenomena originating near Clovis Bray.
That's deep in Cabal territory. I find it unlikely the Fallen would have had time to experiment in those labs undisturbed.
True, but there are records of Siva prototypes that were never recovered. They could be the missing link.
Lord Teemer spoke of Siva prototypes too. Very well, old friend. Let's follow this path.
You should be in the vicinity any time now. I can guide you to the biolabs, though it may take some investigation to locate the SIVA prototypes once you're there.
I have faith in our young wolf there. He will find our way forward. I'm certain of it.
Did he just call one of us a young wolf? Because it's probably less endearing if he meant me. I'm not seeing any flashing lights advertising SIVA research. Maybe there's a console that can help us narrow things down. Okay, what do we have here? Huh. Who knew finding dangerous Golden Age archives would be so easy? There's an intact data store just below us.
Another gun I would really like to see us get back. Because of the stuff we had to go through to get it. How cool it is.
Unfortunately, my intel says you're going to need to make your way underground.
Falling great distances is actually our specialty. Elevator shaft, anyone? The doors to the elevator shaft should be here somewhere. Nothing says we're in the right place, like Dead Fallen. There, that's the Bray Research Archive. Now to rummage through its files. Interesting. There were multiple prototypes, each programmed to serve a different function. One that built constructs, viral armor enhancements, that's neat. And we have a winner, cybernetic diagnostics. Exactly what the Fallen would need to... Oh, maybe later. We've got company.
The young wolf strikes again. Tyra, the prototype archives, will they be enough to identify a weakness in the Fallen's hold on Siva?
I have to remind you, of all people, that I'm a scholar, not a scientist. Don't worry, old friend. Between myself and Shiro, we won't leave a single stone unturned. You'll have your defense.
Only 2 more missions. Bad Blood in the Iron Tomb.
Something's got the Hive more riled than usual down in the Plaguelands, and we can't afford another front in this fight. The Fallen Splicers are trouble enough. So, get down there, Guardian. If the Splicers are stirring up the Hive, we need to know how and why. And you need to put a stop to it. The Hive are hitting the Splicers near the beach tanker. Head that way and find out why they're at each other's throats.
It's possible we're walking into a territorial dispute, but something's telling me there's more to it than that.
Agreed. The Hive can be defensive, but what I'm tracking seems like a full-on assault. The Chatter's aggressive, angry. This isn't just a show of force. The Hive are after something.
I was expecting hostilities, but this is... they're at war.
Take out as many as you want. But my advice? Find the Splicer leading this fight. Put him down.
There. A Splicer captain, up high, near the overpass. What's that? The captain dropped something. Relay from the Splicer's High Priest. There's references to the Hive here. The Splicer's High Priest is either keeping something from the Hive or has taken something from them.
Search the overpass. See what else you can find.
Whatever the Splicers have locked up here, the Hive are hungry for it. Let's crack open some crates. See what their High Priest is hiding. Won't budge. Let's find another. Sealed tight. Hit another crate. nothing. Let's keep moving. Something's wrong here. This isn't good. The Splicer's High Priest is... he's corralling Thrall, collecting them.
No wonder the Hive are on the warpath. Any chance this isn't related to the Splicer's experiments with Siva?
Slim to none. There were heavy Siva readings all over the hive they had created, along with an odd heat signature. I don't think the Splicers are simply displacing the Thrall.
The Splicer's role within a fallen house is equivalent to a mad scientist.
Or Warlock.
Sure. Just didn't want to be the one who said it. Point is, they're the Fallen's big brains. We've seen what they can do with limited knowledge of Siva. They've basically force-fed their own evolution. So...
what if they're attempting the same with the hive?
They could control them. Or worse.
There are Siva readings pinging all over this region. I'll try to match them against the specific heat signature we found. There. This is definitely the place. Closer look at what's in that cave. This is worst-case scenario. The Splicers aren't in a territorial war with the Hive. They're experimenting on them.
And if the Splicer's High Priest is going to these lengths, he's either gone crazy with power, or he's taking orders from someone who has.
Like an Archon?
Or a Prime. Either's bad news. But for now, we've got a clear-cut problem. We need to find this High Priest and put an end to his atrocities.
When the Splicers started fusing SIVA into their systems, they created a massive network to control Nanotech. So, just like they took down our sensor grid, we're going to take down theirs. That should neutralize SIVA long enough for you to enter the replication complex.
This is where my fellow Iron Lords sacrificed their lives. You must stop the flow of SIVA now and forever, no matter the cost.
There are a lot of splicers between you and that replication chamber, Guardian. Stay alert. The splicers have built a fortress to protect the entrance to the complex. Short-sightedly, they decided to use the reactor in an old oil tanker as a power source. That's going to be our ticket.
Picking up a strong energy signature nearby.
That'll be the reactor. Swapping the fusion cell should knock out the network for a few minutes. Defenses, replication, everything.
Okay, pull the fusion cell and switch it with its counterpart. Okay, tinkering with an unstable Golden Age reactor infested with SIVA. Child's play. Wow, that was fast.
Maybe, but it won't last.
The Iron Lord's original plan was to destroy the replicator in the SIVA chamber. Yolda's explosion apparently only damaged it, so when you reach the chamber, you will need to finish what she began.
That won't stop the Fallen from using the SIVA they already have.
There's more than one battle in a war. Saladin said the Fallen couldn't control Siva. I'm guessing that disrupting their hold on it is having some adverse effects.
I wouldn't celebrate too quickly. Only a few of us reached the replication complex. The worst of Rasputin's defenses had already blanketed this entire area. Frames, constructs, some things I haven't seen before or since. They felt no pain, no fear. Last time his presence was almost physical. I think he was trying to communicate, but we did not understand.
All we've seen so far is Fallen. How can you be so certain Rasputin won't get involved once we're inside?
The Vanguard still believe Rasputin to be simply a war mind. He hasn't been that for a very long time.
So when we stop the production of Siva, because it'll be that easy, what about who's controlling it?
I have some leads on that. Fallen chatter about some crazy splicer priest who wants to play God. I'm kind of with Saladin now, though. Zealots can take a back seat until the heavy lifting is done.
replication chambers beneath you. Look for a way down.
Why aren't there ever stairs?
You are close to Siva's dark heart, young wolf. Be on your guard. I did what I could to protect their resting place, but I knew what would happen if someone found it. We were touched by the light. I didn't even know someone with the Traveler's Gift could die. Until they did. Find the replicator and deactivate it. Only that will stop the flow of Siva once and for all.
Those things on the ceiling. I'm detecting DNA. They're human.
Human? That's not possible.
Entering self-destruct. What's happening?
No. It can't be.
It's using the Iron Lord's armor.
Young Wolf, finish this.
We need to go very fast.
Well done, my young wolf. Siva is gone, and the Iron Lords are at peace. Return to the Iron Temple. You have earned your reward.
Like a way to end getting stuck on a piece of the scenery there.
The Siva replicator is destroyed. We found this near it.
Thank you. She would be honored. My brothers and sisters, I will see you again. Someday. You've given them back to me. Approach. There was a time that only Iron Lords carried these blades. There are many like this in our armory, but this one is new. It is yours, young wolf. You are the first of a new generation. Take your place as an Iron Lord.
Can't recall if there's another scene after that. What's it loading right now? So it's probably trying to load the Iron Temple. Yeah, I think it is. Well, that concludes the stream and the
Perhaps now we can get some
entire playthrough of all Destiny 1's story missions. I left out a few strikes and a few story missions in between Taken King and Rise of Iron, but I don't think anything vital. I couldn't do them all. Tomorrow I'll get to stream Destiny 2 when it launches, so I gotta save something for tomorrow. 3 streams in a row, 3 days in a row has been a little bit of an undertaking for me, so I don't want to burn myself out. Thanks to anybody who watches these videos.
The Siva
like and
outbreak's a threat,
subscribe
yeah.
if you
But it's also an
like the
opportunity.
content on the channel.
We have to take
If you want to support the channel, check out my Patreon. It's linked in the description. And you know, if you watch any of these and you want to see Destiny 2 tomorrow, I'll be streaming it live. I have all kinds of videos up on it. I'll be streaming it live just about every day. At least for the first 2 weeks or so, maybe a week or two. Alright. Thank you.